come here, buddy. Let me show. Hey, come up here. Come up here. Oh, oh. Look here. There he is. There's Ace. Look at him. See everybody? Can you see everybody? Look, look. You know, somebody sent me some seasoning for dog food, and he won't eat my dog food at all. And I was wondering, Amanda said, how come his seasoning's on the countertop in the kitchen? That's why I thought it was seasoning. And I think I've been eating the dog food seasoning. So when I put it on his dog food the other day, he gobbles up his dog food. He wouldn't eat that for nothing, because what he does, he waits on these guys that are out here, and he wants to go eat because they feed him biscuits and steak. Look, he's wanting to go out the door. Let me go get him out here. But I feed him. Now he gobbles up his dog food. All right, buddy. There you go. He doesn't like doing videos sitting here. He always wants to keep moving. And but hey, everybody, hi, I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes. And behind me is our factory for our Incrediboxes, which I love. This is our conference room that we have a lot of meetings in. And I'm coming to you today to give you some heads up about our company, about where we're going. And there's been some little bit of talk about our project across the street on Buffalo Creek in the mountain. And I want to kind of give you some information about what's been going on and what we're doing. And some other things, some other important things. I think that if you're investing in Incredible Tiny Homes, and we want to rest assured that you guys understand where we're going, what we're doing. And of course, Matt and I are getting ready to go to Nevada, going to Las Vegas this Friday. So that's been a big honor to go to that. You know, I've read somewhere that said, hey, if, you know, when you start becoming successful, that's when people don't like you anymore. People said they start getting jealous, and people want to start saying more things bad about you. Well, I don't know why, but that's followed me ever since I started this business. I've learned there are people that are going to be mad at you for any reason. So no matter if I was successful or failure, it's still the same thing. But I'm going to tell you what I've learned, a big thing in my life here. And you know, you always learn. It's like we're always learning about our life and about, you know, things. If you want to stay open-minded, if you don't, you want to be closed off and you think you know everything, well, say goodbye to all your friends and your socializing, because nobody wants to be around a know-it-all, right? But I constantly am learning about myself. I'm learning about people, and I'm trying to navigate better in this life to keep me calm, to keep me at peace and have joy in my life, you know? And with that, I want to be able to ebb and flow with what's coming on. And when I get rubbed a little bit, I want to learn, why do I feel this way, and how can I overcome that and have and understand it and have peace, right? So different people, different circumstances, we're always challenged every day. I'm challenged constantly in my life. And I actually like challenge. I like it because I want to change. Maybe we have to ask for forgiveness. Maybe we got to have maybe we got to have a little bit more self-worth. Maybe we got to understand more people or where they're coming from. And maybe we need to kind of be quiet before we actually say anything and think about it. I know some of those lessons you think should have been learned years ago, but some people never got to them, and they're still in middle school mentality where they just want to lash out when they've been lashed on. And and that's fine. Everybody has their place in this life of where they're at in these levels of knowledge or mentality and joy and peace and all that in their life. So, you know, I always have that in my head when I try to relate to somebody or talk to somebody. I'm not perfect. I've gotten mad. I've lost my temper. I've done, you know, mistakes and made poor decisions. But you know what? You just keep going. I wake up every morning knowing I'm probably going to make more mistakes than I will successes. But the mistakes don't get me down. That's not a negativity to me. I like trying, you know, I like trying. I know that I'm going to fail at some things today, but that's, some people will say, well, that's a negative thought. Well, to me, it's not. It's like, I get excited that I'm trying. I'm going to succeed on some too. If succeeding is just getting through the day and being able to breathe and have just at the end of the day, like, yeah, you know what? I killed this day and I did all I could to make it right. Didn't all turn out perfect or anything, but you know what? I made it to the end of the day and I'm back in my box. I think that's a success. So let me get back to what we're talking about on Buffalo Creek in the mountain and go over a few things. So back when we started this project, and forgive me for, I don't know the beginning dates, probably almost 3 years ago, we started building and bought the property over on the mountain. And we started building and dozing roads, and you guys know all this, what's going on. So over 3 years ago, just back in September of 23, the county, Cock County, decided to have a planning and zoning in the county-wide. And I think a lot of it was due to us because we have so much high density of tiny home and they've seen it exploding. And I think they got a little concerned. I don't want to say scared, but they got concerned about what's going to happen in the rest of their county. Also, what has happened in this county is RV parks. We got a lot of people that came in from California and out of state. They've sold some regular homes out of their state, but when they come here, they've got all this money. And what they're doing is they're taking 5, 10, 20 acres, and then they're turning it into RV parks. Well, the RV parks are right in residential areas, right next to a beautiful home. And then the people that have them beautiful homes are mad because now they got 50, 60 RVs right next to their cute little farm they had, right? Well, those minimal amount of people, there's just a small amount of them in this county because this county is almost one of the poorest counties in the entire state of Tennessee. Always has been. That's why I love coming here. Is I feel like it's an opportunity to bless this county and for us to be to bring industry and bring money to this county. Well, it was allowed enough for the people to form a committee and do zoning and planning. So the zoning and planning was really directed towards tiny homes and RVs. So what we did is, of course, you guys know I have a friend of mine who's an engineer, and I got a hold of him and I said, hey, we probably need to put a portfolio together, a package, and show the county that all the work that we have done before the planning and zoning was initiated. And that's what they asked us to do. They said, get all that together, send it to us, and so we can determine if you guys are grandfathered or not. So we put it together. I think it was an 80-page report, and it showed that we pulled permits, 911s, water taps, construction, receipts of millions of dollars of money that I've put into the mountain already, and all these communities that are already on this side of the Forest Beach, Prairie, and Grove. Put all that together in a packet, sent it to the county. And it was well before the due date was, I think, the last of November of last year. It was sent in 2-3 weeks before that due date. It was approved and read by the mayor, quote unquote, mayor's office, because that's what it was supposed to be mailed to. The mayor's office, at the time, there is no planning board yet initiated. There's no certificate of grandfathering in. There was no paper that you could say, hey, you are now officially a grandfathered community, carry on with what you're doing. So there was no official, and the board wasn't even formed yet. We got everything in. We got a verbal phone, email that said, hey, carry on. What you have sent us is appropriate for the grandfathering clause. Everything you've done now, you can continue with the plans that you have. At the time, we had put in that we have roads all over that mountain for like 800 homes. We may not get that many, but that's what we submitted. That's what we had planned for, sewer and water, all that stuff. So when we planned it, we were approved, done. That was back in November, and we've been cruising, right? Well, about 2 weeks ago, the actual planning zoning committee actually was physically formed. They had their first meeting. First thing on our agenda, I want to know about tiny homes down there. What's going on? All right. Well, they said, well, we haven't received any kind of planning. We haven't got any kind of plat. There's no information whatsoever of what they're doing down there. Well, they said, well, if they don't submit it, then we're going to get a stop work order. Well, that was their first meeting. We had received a stop work order 2 days after that planning had their meeting. They stopped work order. Well, the stop work order was dated, I don't know if it was a mistake or not, but it was dated March 1st. Well, we got it February 1st. So I don't know if they're giving us a month or what, but if you're going to stop work, well, I don't know why we didn't just stop work, but it's fine. I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad we can continue working. So, of course, we were like, what's going on? Got a hold of our engineer, trying to talk to the county. We had to get an attorney now. The attorney now is in contact with the county. I didn't understand why the mayor's office didn't transfer this information to the planning and zoning board where it was already approved. Somebody's not talking to each other. Now, I understand when there's a new planning and zoning, it's new. Everything's new. People don't know who's talking to who, and they get, stuff going. It's going to take time for them to get their sequence of events together. I think what's happened is, in me, and I don't know because nobody's talking to me. The mayor's not talking to me. Nobody's come to me. All we got is a work order that says you got to stop until you get all your planning and zoning and all your all your stuff and paperwork and the plat and what we're going to do, submit it to the planning and zoning, and then they'll decide if we can keep going, right? Well, that's not it. What happened is I think because there's so much rumors about this is a small town, and I've talked to some people in the politics of the county. I know just a few people, and really, believe me, I'm not into the politics. I just know a couple people here that's helped us in our business. And they said that the rumors in this county is so much rumors about open sewage. Can you believe I'm putting open sewage on a mountain coming down the hill? I'm doing all these awful development, and it's rumors, right? And I was like, wow. And they said it's so loud. And I don't go out. I don't go out to local restaurants. I don't hobnob with anybody out here. I don't go golfing. I don't do anything. I'm right here working 99% of the time. And I have my groceries delivered by Walmart. So I don't even go to Walmart and see anybody, right? Kind of like it like that. But with that said, I think the board is just scared, right, of what we're doing. And we're not adhering to any zonings. If you see these 4 communities that we built, it's got city water, sewer, power. I work with the state. We have pulled all state permits. We have done all the legal permitting. We have done all the tap fees. We have done everything that you would normally do in any kind of development. I think it's just a matter of communicating. So we're hoping that this week that our attorney can talk to the state, talk to the county mayor's office and their county attorney, and they can look at that 80-page report that shows that all of this work was done prior to September, I think it's September 29th of 2023. All of this work had been done prior to that, and they're just really kind of not, the left hand and the right hand's not talking to each other. So we will let you know here, hopefully by the end of the week, if you hear a word. If, it depends on if they want to talk to our attorney or not and see what's going on. But we have very, very good hopes that what's going on is going to continue. I think when we can show the county of what we're doing and how we want to, really bring growth to this county and money to this county and how we want to help everybody. We've given a home to the local high school band and football team. They raffle it off, got about 15 grand from it. We had a big Halloween party here. I bet you we had 3,000 kids show up for Halloween here. And we want to do that every year. I used to teach high school in a couple of counties adjacent to here. And that's just, I know the need, of the kids and stuff. And I want to be a part of the community. My mom and dad are from poor rural West Virginia. And talked to my cousin the other night. He still lives up there. And he's running for magistrate, and I got another cousin. He's on the board, and that's in a little bitty town in Mahan, West Virginia. And so when I was raised up there, I wasn't raised up there, but my mom and dad was, and they would take me on vacations to Mahan, West Virginia. And I thought, man, if I could ever, and I thought this as I was a kid, I thought, man, if I could ever do anything to bring economic relief to my family that lives back in these mountains, I would love to do that. My dad left the mountains of West Virginia and coal mines and went to Detroit, like so many thousands of people did back in the 40s and 50s. And I wasn't born yet, and dad and mom went up to Detroit, got us a nice little house in the subdivision, 900 square feet. And I was raised there. And there's a little bitty town called Flat Rock, just south of Detroit. And dad thought it was heaven because he got out of the coal mines and got to run a crane and got to work in the steel mill. And that was nothing like working in coal mines. And he was the only one in his family that ever left the mountains of West Virginia and went to Detroit. And I don't know. Sometimes I ask Dad, man, I wish we'd have stayed in West Virginia because I love. I love the mountains. I love my family that live in the mountains. There's just something about West Virginia mountains and then all these Appalachian mountains. This is my heart and soul, and I don't want to get off on a tangent, but that's why I love being here in Cobb County. My heritage of my mom and dad's family, my grandparents, all of my grandparents, everybody. And then 4 generations back, they did a generation study. All of my family is from right here. I never knew that. They're all from Knoxville and Rockwood and all the adjoining counties of Cobb County. So, maybe I'm a 5th generation or 6th generation of the Southern Appalachian Mountain, and it doesn't matter to me. I'm still considered a Yankee because I was born and raised up in Detroit, but that's my heart here. I love working with these men, I love that AI can't help us, can't hurt us, right? AI can do artwork and they can do legal terms and all that stuff. But man, you can't have an AI hang a door, and build a house. And I love what we're doing is part of keeping the tradesmen and these men and these guys and girls. If I'd hire girls, we'll hire anybody that can build a house or help us in this area. But it keeps them in a job, and it's just, we're creating a life here. We're creating a whole situation that's affecting families, affecting kids and school systems. And, there's just so many cool things that we can still do here. So just let me give you guys some information when I get from across the street and we hear from the mayor's office and all that. We'll let you know. I'm not worried about they're going to shut us down. It is going to be done. We may have to go and negotiate a little bit and do some things, but listen, it's rolling, it's going, we're going to do it. They're going to like what we do. And it's just a matter of communicating with each other. The rumors that go around, we have had, as you guys know, I want to be as honest and direct with you guys. Excuse me, that I think of that is cordial, that is human-like, that we don't say things bad about other people ever. So I've never gave out names of people that may have be wanting to do harm to us or anything. And there's been a lot of people. I don't even, it really doesn't bother me that much. I mean, you get worked up, but then you're over it. I got to work. I got to build homes. I got to build communities. I got you guys to talk to. I mean, so I'm not destroyed by this. It's just part of life. And I said earlier in the video, things you got to learn, things you got to get tempered, and things you got to just, hey, how are we going to handle this? Handle it, and we can move on to the next thing. So, but there has been some people that have started some Facebooks directly just to be a little thorn in my side, trying to contradict everything that I say, or look into what I'm doing, or make accusations about what I'm doing. And that's fine. I've found it that I just don't give it any energy. And the reason I'm just telling you guys that is because some people have asked, and I'm just bringing out, and I probably won't do this video again or talk about any of this again ever, except for when we find out about the mountain, and we'll let you know, hey, it's going, or whatever's happening there, right? But I just want to let you know that, there are in social media, there's going to be people that don't like what I'm doing, don't like what I've done. And that's the way it is. Now, right or wrong, it is what it is. We're all learning, and we're all trying to be together, right? So I think I'm trying to explain to you guys where a lot of things are being said. I found it interesting, all right? I found this super interesting. So 9 years ago, I built a tiny home in Amanda's backyard, and really wanted to just sell that house and be done. I didn't want to do another one. I was like, you know what? I almost wanted to do, because I had lost my resort. Brothers Cove was a lifelong dream, and I loved it. It's called Brothers Cove. You guys can look it up on the internet. And I had lost it about 5 years prior to that. And this was in 2015. And I just wanted to build a house. And I actually wanted to take that money. I think I made about $7,000 off my first house. That was my second one, really. The Hobbit house was first, and then it had one on wheels. I actually wanted to take that money, and I wanted to buy a sailboat. And I had found one down in Florida, and things were selling super cheap. And I could have got they're called blue water sailboats. And I was really into that at that time. And I never sailed before. And I thought, wow, is this the stigma of this? I wanted to sail away. It was just so much going on in my personal life. Losing everything at Brothers Cove. And, it was just, it's been hard, been through a divorce and then, I don't know, just some stuff. And that was my whole intention of building one tiny home. And I don't know, I wanted to go to Papua New Guinea and run in the jungles. I wanted to go around the world in this sailboat. And I don't know, it was just like this thing, because life to me was different now. My kids were grown and just going through a lot of things, And I had an opportunity when I sold my second one. I sold it on, what was it called? It was a little website. They're still up. I can't remember. I've got so many things in my head going. But I paid a penny to put it on their website, a picture of it. And I sold my first one for 20 grand. And I'd gotten about 10 orders that weekend. It was on a Memorial Day. So every Memorial Day, we celebrate the beginning of our company, the birthday. So this Memorial Day in 2024 will be 9 years that we've been in business. And I thought, how can I turn down this regular work? You know, I'm going to get on that sailboat, and I know I'm going to need money to live, and I got to have a retirement. I got to have something to live on, and I got to get, this is an opportunity. And so that's what I did. I stayed in it, and I took those contracts, and I started building homes. And I built 3 or 4 on my own, and then I called Tom. You guys all know Tom, and he came on with me. And Tom's 20 years younger than me, but we've always gotten along. It's just an amazing friendship that we have and partnership. And he came on, and we started building homes, and now it's went from there to here. So I find it amazing that I went from the backyard using used materials and used everything to now I'm so important that people are actually forming Facebooks and social medias and talking about us, and good and bad. And riding, it's like that big, how the shark goes through the water and you got them little sucker fish on them riding and getting a free ride down the ocean. We're part of it. And it's just amazing, man. I kind of just sit back and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. Good or bad, bad press, good press. Who said something? Any press is good, right? And I've tried to be honest like this on these videos so many times. And I show you, there's a factory right there. Somebody said, aren't you scared of OSHA looking at that and you're not having something I said, you know what, maybe, but I've called OSHA. Come in here, look at what we're doing. Anybody, come on. I try to be as honest as I can about everything. And because of that, it's been very good for me. It's been very good for relationships, good for our business. If you don't think I'm telling anything, I invite everybody to come here and look at what we do, look at the quality of our homes and how we do things. In this industry, because we're building homes, there are going to be mistakes made. Yeah, I've already been in a couple lawsuits, been in them. You could probably look my name up and see where they're at. And we go through them as part of it. And that's a whole nother story in itself. But it's part of business, and we try to do the best we can. We try to do the warranties, and we want to go back over things. Sometimes we get busy, but we've got people in charge, and they make mistakes. It's just part of it, and we learn from our mistakes, and then we try to be better. And that's what I'm trying to do as an owner of this company, with now over 100 employees, not including the Amish that live up in Kentucky, and there's 13 families that live up there that are building homes for us. And yeah, listen, guys, it's exciting what's going on, and there's a lot that you have to keep rolling. But I have to tell you, I have been blessed with some really good people that are, you guys seen the house that they give me and the men and women that are behind this. I try to treat it like a family, in our family, in a family, people get mad. We holler at each other and we get mad and we love each other. And it's just, and I tell them, I'm very honest. I said, listen, guys, this is who we are. The most important thing is our customers and get these houses built. Without them, we won't have a company. And we're trying. There's going to be emails that are not read, phone calls not answered. It's part of it. But we go back and we try to be better, right? Anything in your life. So I hope this answers a lot of questions to some people's wanting to know what's going on. If I had anything else to tell you, I would. If it was like, hey, we got shut down and we can't build anymore and we're going to lose everything we have, I'd just tell you, why not? Right? Let's go for it. And we figure it out. But it's not true. We got bulldozers and trackhoes, and Buffalo Creek is on. It's rolling. It's going. The sewer is in. We just bored underneath the county road, because the sewage up to 4-inch line of the whole mountain. Sewage line is going to go up past our development we have here, and there's some big tanks, and it's going to the city sewer. It's on, it's rolling, it's in, it's being productive now. The 85 lots in the main mountain, believe it or not, we're waiting for the engineering of the electrical. And the electrical, probably, we could actually almost be done with electric and water and everything put in there. If the weather was to stick with us, we actually could maybe get done in 2 months, all right, with the infrastructure. I've always said I want everybody in there but July, and that's what I'm shooting for. Because man, we get some dumped on spring rains, and it just happens here. So my goal is to be done with hopefully Buffalo Creek and the mountain by July. That's still going on with my goals. We'll let you know more about what the county comes up with. If it's a delay and they don't do the stop work order, we may have a 3 or 4 week stop that we have to get our plans in submitted. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll let you know really by the, we're leaving for the Super Bowl Friday. I don't know if we'll hear anything by then, but if we do, I will come on and let you guys know more about what's happening. If it was any worse news, I would definitely tell you we're full bore. We're straight on. We're getting it done, and it's going to happen. All right. So there you go. It's not a big serious matter. I think it's a matter of communicating. People are not communicating with each other, and a lot of rumors right now. The people that are listening to this, that are a part of the rumors and part of what's going on, they're not agreeing with me. They're saying, "Oh my God, he's doing this and this and this." I'm telling you the facts that I know, and I'll bring them to you as soon as I know any more facts. But we have submitted everything appropriately done. I've talked to quite a few attorneys in this, not just in this local area. Most of them I have been talking to have been in the state of Tennessee, Nashville, some other guys. We got some heavy hitters on this thing. So I'm confident that we'll work really well with the county. We want to be a blessing to this county, and we want to continue being in a really good partnership with them, and I'm excited about it. It's just, it's just like this. It's like anytime people disagree or something, you got to just like, okay, what are we disagreeing about? Let's talk about it. Let's meet. And that's kind of where we're at. So, Amanda wanted me to tell you a couple other things, and she's getting ready to go. Guess what? She's getting her nails done today, getting her hair done, and she's getting ready to go to Vegas, and she's excited about it. I think about her going to Vegas in this Super Bowl. It's almost like you plucking people right out of the, some poor situation and giving them this opportunity. That's us. It's just like, especially Amanda. Amanda was raised in a poor part of Morristown. And she never really had. Do you know? I'm going to tell you this about her. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but she had not been to a regular restaurant. Like, I'm talking a sit-down steakhouse restaurant. Never been to a restaurant until she was 18. Her and her mom walked into a local steak restaurant. Here she is right here. Here she is. Hang on, let me get this. Amanda, I'm in the middle of doing a video, and I just said, you're calling. Right now. I told him, you're getting your nails done, your hair done.
Now.
Are you sitting and getting your hair done?
I'm sitting here right now. Ray is doing my hair, and we're getting my hair done. And then we already talked about my nails, so I got a nail appointment at 2, and to figure out what colors I'm going to do. Well, putting it on the video.
Well, before you tell me why you called me and interrupted my video, yes, I've got you on speaker, and so everybody's hearing you talk. And
is it a live show, or are you doing a live show?
No, I was going to go live, but I'm going to upload it as soon as I'm done.
Okay, good. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Incredible Tiny Homes.
Well, I was just telling them about our opportunity of going to this Super Bowl.
Yes.
And I was telling them a little bit about you. And I said, Amanda, I said, you got to understand, this opportunity of going to a Super Bowl is so amazing because, Amanda, yes, you hadn't been to a formal restaurant until you were 18 years old. You and your mom walked in that steakhouse.
That's right. It was Quincy Steakhouse in Morristown.
And she did not.
We were so scared. We were so scared to walk in. Me and Mom didn't know what to do at all. And we both just walked in, and we were terrified to go to the front. We didn't know what to do.
Wow.
We didn't know how to act.
Yeah. And
yeah,
you'd never seen the ocean.
That was 1987. I hadn't seen the ocean. I hadn't been to the beach until I was 26.
Wow.
26, 27 years old, something like that. We didn't go on vacations. Dad never took us into restaurants, things like that. We just didn't do it. We didn't have the money, number one, and we just didn't do things like that. And
yeah.
To come from Road Junction has always been put down in Morristown. It's just if you was from Road Junction, you're trash. That's just the way
Yeah.
Everybody looks at it, and a lot of people still look at it that way.
Yeah, I know.
And to know that, you know, that the company came from the backyard in Road Junction. I mean, Randy, you know exactly, my God, how hard everything was, and how, you know, you just busted your tail at everything to get it all going. I mean, you literally made something out of nothing. 100%, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%. It's an amazing story. I mean, it's an incredible story.
Incredible.
Say incredible.
That's why when we named it Incredible, I was like, oh my God, this is like perfect name, you know.
You nailed it, man. You nailed it 100%. And then just to do what you did, you know, to walk in over there at Oaks, and we're talking to make deals. You just know how to make deals. You know how to make something work. You just know, like me, you and I are very much alike on this. You just have to do what you have to do to survive.
Yeah. Yep.
So
it's
a big deal. It's more than just being invited to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This is massive to come from where we come from and where I live and how I grew up and just where you lost everything. This is major. It's just major.
There's a lot of meaning behind this whole thing.
There's a lot of meaning. I mean, it's when we get there, I mean, I know, you know, it's going to be emotional. It's just going to be such a big deal. I mean, we're tickled to death, honored unbelievably, but it means so much more than I think anybody will ever know. But you and I know.
I want to party like it's 1999.
Listen, I thought today was Thursday. It's Tuesday, so Thursday I'm going to stop eating, and I'm going to fast until we get there. I'm going to eat everything they have in Vegas. I am going to be eating all the food.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Well, I was just sharing with them what was going on across the street and told them that, you know, we'll see. I think it's just a matter of miscommunicating, that people not talking, and we hope to have it resolved here in a couple of days. If not, we'll work through the system. But I really don't have any really, really bad concerns about it not working out, you know?
I don't either.
Yeah.
No. And Newport's been wonderful to us, and we, you know, we're right there in Newport, from Morristown to Newport, and we're there. We employ most of how many people from Newport? Like 80 people from Newport, and they absolutely love their jobs. The employees there, they love it. They're excited. They're excited like we're excited about this company.
Yeah. Well, good. You know what? We ought to go into Vegas barefoot and just looking and gazing up at all them big buildings. You know what?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a good weekend, and I think we're just going to be in awe the whole time. It's just going to be just awesome to be there.
You know, I think, I know you're the same way, is that it doesn't take much to entertain us, you know?
Oh, listen, it don't take much at all. All we talked about is the food.
Yeah, I mean...
our teams are not in the Super Bowl, so we're going to root for the Chiefs. But, you know, my team is the Colts, yours is the Lions. And we're just going to go and have a really great time, see what a Super Bowl experience is. And one of the things I'm most excited about is to share it with everybody. So we want to film everything from the time that we leave. I think I might even show everybody what I'm packing, the clothes I'm going to wear. We got a couple of private parties we get to go to, and I'm going to show everybody what I'm wearing. And we're going to show the airport and us getting there. And definitely we're going to take all of you guys with us to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to film all that. And
that's going to be fun.
Try to do that's going to be so flipping fun.
I know.
I'll show you our food. And it's a once in a lifetime.
It's going to be a mess. I wish we had somebody could follow us around with a camera, you know.
I wish we had a camera person to go with us. But this is going to be fun. We're going to share as much as we can. And we're beyond Lowe's. We can't thank Lowe's enough. And can I do a shout out to Dan?
Oh, yeah.
I want to shout out to him, too. Dan, if this would not have happened had not for Dan to bring the attention of our company to Lowe's, to the CEO, and to everybody there at Lowe's. Dan he's our representative of what is Dan's title? He's up there.
He's like a regional manager or something like that, you know.
He's a big deal. Dan's a big deal, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Dan.
Oh, he plays it down too, you know. Yeah.
Listen, he plays it down, but he's a big deal.
Yeah. Yep. And well, and Dan, actually, we're going to order our transformers through Lowe's.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I heard you say a little dab about that, but I was not 100%. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so man, they're on board. They're really helping out, doing a lot of things, and
Lowe's has been good to us.
Well, we were invited not because we were big spenders, because there's multi-millionaire million contracts. Like, I mean, hundreds of millions more than us, right?
Yes,
and
100%.
They on the ratio of us coming from nothing into what we're spending now, I don't know, a couple $3 million in a store per year. They've invited us because of our grassroots and who we are, and they just they think that because we come from the backyard to what we're doing, and they just want to honor us.
It's an incredible story. It is an incredible story. It really is. I mean, really, the likelihood of us making it to anything, to any kind of say, it's been 10 years. We were in the backyard. In 2014 is whenever we did the first house.
Yep.
It wasn't on wheels. But then May of 2015,
yep.
Excuse me, is when it really all started.
Memorial Day, weekend.
Memorial Day weekend, that's right, in
2015, yep.
In the backyard.
Yeah. Yep.
With the Dodge 92 touring van.
That was my chalkboard.
That was it. You wrote all over it, man.
I remember being on the phone and I was talking to some people and I was designing their home on the van, and I would write with a pencil on the van, and then I would take a picture from the van and send it to them and say, "This is what your house is going to look like."
Do you know how many people drove that van to Lowe's and stuff to get materials?
Oh yeah, lived in it, everything.
We did it. There was wood. There was more. There was everything in that van.
Yes. Yep. Well, good. Well, you get your hair done, get your nails done, and
get it done.
Getting ready to go to Super Bowl.
All right. Well, Ray, you want to say hi on there?
Who?
That's Ray. That's my hair girl.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
Ray.
She's the best. Ray, she's the best. Yes.
Beautiful. I like your hair when you had that. I don't want to tell you. You get these hair pieces and woven and all that kind of stuff in there.
But she's doing that right now, and it's curly. So
curly.
Curly for the Super Bowl.
Oh, that'll be fun.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys go.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Isn't that cool? So there you have it. That was unplanned. She called, and of course everybody's, "Oh yeah, I bet she was unplanned," but it was. And man, I hope this video helps you guys out, helps you see what's going on a little bit but clearer about what's across the street. And I wanted to bring out a few other things that are happening in the works. I think I'm going to save that for another video. We got a big week. We got a lot going on here. And I say that, and I would love to give you guys a scenario of an everyday occurrence of all that's happening, right? There's a lot of changes. Let me just tell you what we're doing just this week is that we are almost, for about 3 or 4 days, we're not building any homes right here. We got one more to build. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we got one more home to build right here. Then we're not building any more this week, and we're letting this entire building empty out. We're going around everything. All 40, 50 guys, people that work here, we're completely cleaning and gutting everything that we have. Across the street on the mountain, we're in full mode construction. We got some big fields over there, 3 to 5 acre fields. We've taken one of them and completely turning it into a parking lot. All of our homes that are extra people are coming to pick up, people that are homes that are built that are going on the mountain, homes that are built going on Buffalo Creek. All those homes are going over there in a parking area on the mountain temporarily until the mountain's done, and then they'll be put on the mountain and be done, right? So all the homes that are in front of the grove and we got them parked everywhere, and the prairie looks awful. We got homes parked everywhere. We got materials parked everywhere. We got trailers. We're just popping out of the seams building homes. We're shutting her down, cleaning it all up, getting all these people back their communities because we've infiltrated, parking everything over here. We're going to get it over there and get it all done. We're going to take this week and next week getting that completely done. And I'm excited about it. It's a lot of labor costs that we have to do. There's, labor continues. We're not generating our income. We're actually going to go through this line. I'm evaluating every single employee's work here what they're doing, who they're doing. And Tom and I are walking the line, changing some lines up. And then when we start production, we're going to be producing more homes than we were before. We're going to produce more than 3 a day. And it's going to be ran in a beautiful way. It's, you know, how some things, I call it spring cleaning. And we just had an opportunity to have a company out of Chicago come here. They came here for a week last week. Beautiful guy named P. That's the letter P he goes by. And he came here, and he is a inventory specialist, manufacturing engineer consultant. And he came in here and went through our business, went through everything we're doing, how we're doing. We're looking at our accounting. We're hiring some office personnel in here for that purpose too. This place is getting ready. And this is something that I've always wanted to do. My life and Tom's life has been in building homes, structural, physical buildings. Just keep paying the bills, right? And that's what we've been doing. We've caught up just a little bit of breathing time. And I knew as soon as I did that, I wanted to revamp this. This has been going on for about 2 years. We're going to shut her down, renegotiate all the positions, all the guys. They love it here. And I think they're excited about where they can be put, cross-training, all that stuff, cleaning up everything, going through our procedures. And then our accounting and our bookkeeping and our inventory has been ran through a professional company that came in here, and we didn't have to adopt any new software. What we're using is beautiful Co-Construct and some other softwares we're already using. That's going to be tracked better. Our accounting, in-house accounting is what we're looking forward to doing. This is fun. This is just exciting that this thing can run smoother for you all, our phone systems, our customer service, our sales, you know, all the manufacturing and developing communities. And that's what I want to get probably our next video is to let you know what kind of communities I've got coming up, who is a part of this and what we're a part of, and really spell this out for you. So within the next couple months, probably in the next month, we're going to be showing you the communities that we're looking at doing in different parts of the country and how that's coming about and how this is going to work. And I want to present it to you in a way that that you're excited about, that it's solid. And yes, my goal is to keep them at $200 a month rent. That's my goal. And we're excited about this affordable housing, right? We're looking at modular certification. We're modular certified right now in Tennessee. We are one signature away of being modular certified in Florida, not Florida, but Kentucky. We're looking at getting modular certified in North Carolina and Florida. That helps build homes, same homes we got, different things. So we're really looking forward to how we're being able to adjust and work within the building and zoning and planning of local communities. All right. So, all right, I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I hope this answers a lot of questions and helps you guys see kind of where we're at. Stay tuned. I'm going to try to do another video before we leave for Vegas about these communities. And it's exciting. Remember, we have homes for $25,000, everybody. Beautiful homes that are fully able to live in. I personally live in one. I know the guys built me one. It's 8 by 24. I live in an 8 by 16 and loved it. Now I gotta move in this new one because it'll hurt everybody's feelings if I don't, and I don't want to move into it, but I'm gonna have to move into it. But I love the tiny homes. I love the concept. This is my life. All right. So, all right. Hope you guys are having a great day, and come see us. Thank you guys for everything that you're doing. Your positive comments are amazing. Linda and Sam out in California, thank you guys. Naomi and Rio out in Fresno. Love you all, man, and I'm missing out on a ton of people and people that text me and encourage me constantly. You guys, I can't thank you enough. You know, it really helps. Every good word just destroys any negativity that comes our way. And again, I am learning so much about myself and about life and about business, and it's just a great journey that we're on, and I feel so blessed to be on this journey. And I hope you guys are enjoying these videos because we try to bring you that same positive and energy and excitement and just get on this thing. Go back in these videos. I think we got like 2,000 videos. Go back years ago and see where we've come. There's been some crazy videos. All right. So we hope to bring you guys to Vegas, like she said, and enjoy our trip. All right. I'm going to turn this off. You guys have a great day. Bye.